Hello! Hi there, Drawing Club. Welcome to another Dino Drawing. As you can see, I've got everything I need. As always, I've got some sheets of paper because it's always nicer to draw onto a few more pieces than straight onto the table. I've got my sharp pencil. I've got my eraser. And today, I'm excited. Ask me why. I'm excited because, I've still got my black pencil for doing the outline, but I've also got a fancy black pen. Can I hear an ooh? Ooh, yes! I'm excited to use my new pen today. Today is a little bit different. We've spent the last few weeks learning to draw lots and lots of different types of dinosaur, and we're going to use them today in a landscape. So we're going to create a scene. We're going to draw some hills, maybe some volcanoes, some trees, and then we'll draw some dinosaurs dotted around as well. So we'll start with the main shapes of the landscape. And I'm going to have a river in mind, and my river is going to start at the bottom of the page down here. And it's going to go across, come back a little bit, go across, and off one side of the page. Now, the thing about these rivers is as it gets further into the distance, it's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. So we start nice and wide for our river, nice and wide, and as we follow this line, it gets a bit closer as we go further away. And it keeps getting a bit closer, and it keeps getting a bit closer and closer, and now it's all the way in the distance. That looks fab. We're going to have some hills now over here. Hill comes down and swoops down. I'm going to have a nice big swoop like this. Now we're ready to add a little bit of extra stuff to our picture. Now remember, if it's far away over here in the background, it's going to be smaller. And if it's in the foreground, it's going to be bigger. But I'm going to start off by drawing some volcanoes. My volcano is going to be just over this little hill here. Watch carefully for the volcano. We've got a diagonal line, and then another diagonal line over here. Then we've got some zigzag lines there, where the top has been blown off the volcano. You can even do some lines coming down, like the lava dribbling down the side of the volcano. And then we need our explosion. 2 lines coming up from here, like this. And then we're going to have a nice big cloud. Kaboom! With some volcanic bombs, they're called, little rocks coming out of the volcano. Volcanic bombs flying off in all different directions. So our volcano has just erupted. If you like, you can draw other volcanoes over here. Entirely up to you. So I've got volcano in there. I'm going to have a nice big tree over here, I think. So I'm going to start my tree with a nice long, thin rectangle. Long, thin rectangle. I'm not going to put a bottom on it. And then from the top, we're going to have curly lines coming out like this. 1, 2, doesn't matter how many you do. Nice big curly lines coming out like this. And we're going to turn those lines into leaves by starting at one end and going over and joining at the other end. And then doing the opposite on this side. Can you see that leaf shape now? That looks great. I'm going to do the same with this one. Curve it round and round. Now some might be tucked in the background, like this one starts out, goes behind that one, and then comes around. This one, round. Those leaves on these trees, they're starting to look really good. I'm going to go through here actually for this one. I might add a couple more leaves in the background if I'd like, and some down here as well. There's my tree! If you would like to, you can also put lines down it like this to add a little bit more detail to your tree. What else could we have? Well, we could do some other ferns. We could do a nice big fern here. It's got leaves coming up like this. Curvy lines. And then we start at one end with nice small lines and we get wider. And then narrower again. Small lines, get wider. And then narrower again. Small, wider, narrow, small, wider, and narrow again. Yeah, and our fern's coming together nicely. And I think it's about time we did some dinosaurs, don't you? Now, which dinosaurs you do is entirely up to you. I'm going to start with a T-Rex, which I know we haven't done. So this is a new dino for today. I'm going to do my T-Rex here. But you can do other dinosaurs that we've drawn together. Triceratops, Spinosaurus, Ankylosaurus, any dinosaurs that we've done over the last few weeks. I'm going to start with my T-Rex. It's hiding in this tree here. So a nice big egg shape. Like this. And then from that egg shape, we've got a line that comes off here, and a line that comes up here. Let's make this one longer. There we go. Now we need to have his face. So his face goes out nice and wide, and down nice and wide. We connect those up like this. Ready for the next step? If you're not, you can pause the video. We're going to put his legs on. Big triangles coming down here. And then a slightly smaller triangle for his back leg, because it's a little bit further away. We'll leave his feet for now. And then a big, powerful tail. So my tail's going to sweep around from here. It's going to go behind into the leaves of the tree, come behind. And then it's going to sweep back round and join onto his back like this. So you can see he's behind the tree here. That creates that depth. You can see that the tree is closer than the dinosaur's tail. We're missing his famous front legs. So I'm going to do some sweeps. Small front arms. And with some claws coming off. Time to add a little bit more detail then. With the face shape, come down a little bit. It's going to be his nose here. And do a diagonal line down, but not all the way to this line. Want to leave a little bit of a gap. And then from here, we're going to follow this line down to create his bottom jaw. I'm going to put a little bump here and a little bump here. Those little bumps are for his eye section and for his nose section, his nostril. Right, he's missing some powerful teeth. You can do jaggedy ones like this. You can curve them slightly. Teeth on the top and teeth on the bottom as well. Those strong teeth. Excellent. With his famous bite. Here's my nostril, the nose part, and then his eye. Now I'm going to do an oval eye. Oh, actually, it's not really an oval. And I'm going to put a line down like this, and a big angry. Curve this bit round, this bit round. My T-Rex is looking great. I'm very happy with him. Now, of course, you can add stripes and anything you like to yours. We're not quite finished yet. Let's have a hook here, and clawed feet coming out like this. There's one, and this one's going to be slightly smaller because it's slightly further away. Two, and let's finish off his claws here as well. Hey, he's looking great! Let's put one powerful leg muscle in there, and he's nearly ready. I might add some stripes to mine. You could add spots or stripes. It's up to you. This is your picture, of course. There we go. Looking good. And he's got a nice big round tummy as well, so he's obviously well fed. We've got a lot of space. We've got a lot of space. We could have a dinosaur here. We could have a dinosaur here. We could have a dinosaur and a baby dinosaur. It's up to you. You can put some grass in. Here's my grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little bunches of grass. Doesn't have to be 5. You can do 2 or 3 as well. Who should I go for my dinosaur to go in this space? I think I'm going to do 2 today. Whoever it is needs to be looking at the T-Rex because he's going, "Roar!" Maybe it's a Spinosaurus, and they're about to have a fight. Or maybe it's an Ankylosaur, and he's about to defend himself. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go for our Ankylosaurus. Okay. Start off with that big egg shape. Well, with small egg for his head. He's a little bit further away, so he's going to be a bit smaller. And we'll have a big egg shape coming off. There we are. His 4 little legs. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to use his other leg because it's in the background. You can't see it. Nice big strong tail. And on the end of the tail, he's got those. It's like a powerful club. I always think it looks like coconuts. A little spotty tummy. And then these strong armor plates on his back. The T-Rex isn't going to be a match for the Ankylosaurus. He'll protect himself. There we go. Now time for his face. We've got this shape here. Little smiley face. His eyes. Hello. Or maybe he'd be worried. You could do a sad face. Protection on the top. And a couple of nostrils. Where's our Ankylosaurus? Now, of course, you can do other dinosaurs. There's loads and loads of space. You could even do another bird up here, whether it's the one we did the other day or a different one. You could draw your own dinosaurs. That's up to you, so it doesn't have to be the Archaeopteryx. But here is our dinosaur scene. We've got the landscape, the river, the tree, the fern, the volcano, loads going on. I'm going to go over mine in black pen and then rub out the bits that I don't need. But this is a great chance to do some colouring in as well. What colour is the hill going to be? The sky, the volcano, the dinosaurs, the plants, the river. So much colouring you can do today to take it from a picture of a dinosaur to a whole picture of an amazing Jurassic, Triassic, Cretaceous, prehistoric period. I'll do mine and then I'll show you my finished picture. And ta-da! After the black pen treatment, this is what mine looks like. Made a couple of changes. I put a little bit of shading on the back legs to make it look like they were in the shadow of the dinosaur's body. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, looking at our Ankylosaurus, he's got an unhappy face instead of a happy face, and he's frowning. I don't know if they could frown, but I think he's angry that the T-Rex has come along and stopped him from grazing. I'd love to see yours. If you decide to do other dinosaurs, maybe an Archaeopteryx or a Pterodon or something else down here, maybe a small Triceratops. I'd love to see these pictures. And of course, you can add splashes of colour now. Brown, green, up to you. Bring your picture to life and send me a photo on Class Dojo. It'd be so nice to see. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. There's one more drawing club next week to look forward to. See you then. Bye.